The reason I do these videos so I can vent, because I know it ain't really no Americans listening no more. I really believe that. Um, they can call themselves Americans, but if they really was, they'd be doing videos too. I mean, it disturbed me when I was watching the news and they was talking about how many trillions and trillions of dollars that the stimulus checks that John Doe, Joe Doe, everybody got, and the tax people, true American taxpayers, is paying it back. Where's the justice in that? Where is the justice for the American people? We go down the road, I mean, we got potholes in these roads that'll knock your front end out. Okay? I mean, where's the justice for American people? There's no justice for American people because American people are gone. That's the bottom line. There's no such thing as an American man no more. Either African American or you're Mexican American. Then I hear all this BS about this, they done this, this and that. For Pete's sake, man, stop it. Everybody, stop it. When every time they say something like that, they're dividing this country. It's divided enough. Because it ain't America no more. America used to stand up. I remember when, I ain't that old, but I remember when a doctor would come to your house. I remember that. And he would fix anything from an ingrown toenail or deliver a baby. And now you got 15 million doctors and none of them want to do nothing. Just like our government. We got so much in the office. And I don't know what y'all looking at. Are y'all looking at your bank account? Because you sure ain't looking at America. Are you looking at what you can benefit and buy? Because you're not looking at America. And whose God are you thinking about? Because you're not thinking about the true God. Because He blessed this country and He will take it away. He giveth and He will take away. And you don't see what's going on. Yeah, y'all see what's going on, but you're blind to the prophets. You're blind to the duckies. You know what I mean? It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And the true American people is the one that's paying the bill. Anybody out there that stands for America, do something. Do something. Listen, you're just worried about losing what you got. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you leave this world, you're going to lose it anyway. So you might as well make a statement. Okay? You might as well say, look, this is enough. You butchering my country. You got the poor man out here, the American man out here busting his hump. And can't afford to pay his bills. Because he's an American. And he gets taxed to death. Because we're giving our medical, we're giving our dental, we're giving our housing, we're giving everything to illegal immigrants or immigrants, period. What do y'all call a minority? Who ain't a daggone minority? Who ain't? Tell me, who ain't a minority? You know, I had to do these videos because I can look back and say, well, you know, I tried. At least it's a lot more than what y'all can say. You know, it's a lot more than what y'all can say. Y'all ain't tried to do nothing but give up your daughters and your wives and your boyfriends. It's sick. It's a sick world. This is a sick America. You know why most of the other, like North Korea, matter of fact, they don't want Americans in there. You know why? Because they don't want the filth. the pornography, the daggone queers laying around with each other. They don't want it. That's why they don't want American in it. You know, I mean, there's a lot of countries out there that's going American. Shameful, other words. It's not America. I'll put it this way. It's not America. It's called shameful now. Sodom and Gomorrah, this is called shameful now. This is called a septic tank. You know what a septic tank's full of? That's what's going on in this country. Go down the road and look at it. You know, I moved so far out in the country, and now the white folks moving to the country. They're leaving the cities. Why? Because it's not safe for them no more. Everywhere you look, there's violence, and you know why there's violence? Because now a justice system is failed. It's not for the working man. It's not for the American man. It's not for the true American people. It's not. And I know it ain't the deputy's fault. I know that. They do the very best. I know they get probably sick of it every day. They probably do. They go home and think about it, and I bet some of them break down just thinking about what they did and what they had to turn around and turn their head and not even think about it no more. Because when you got judges as lawyers and lawyers as judges, you can't win. I'll tell you that. I said it before and I'll say it again. In this country, oh my gosh. We better get this crap straightened out. We're going to have a revolution here. We're going to have a revolution. And Lord forbid, but this come down to that. You know, just like the Pilgrims. You know what happened with the Pilgrims? Look it up. Same thing is happening to the true American people now. We toting the world. Everybody out here breaking their fingers and busting their butt, and just because they got a mobile home, they can't get no help. But yet everybody else can come over here and get a condo built, furnished with the best of furnitures, get all the good food and the red meat they can eat because they get food stamps and welfare and medical and dental and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, they got to have that. We don't want minorities walking around with no teeth. No, we don't want the minorities walking around hungry. We don't want them walking around with no place to stay. We'll take it from the American man. Not the rich man, but the working class. I'm talking about the dude whenever they talk about these trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that just went poof because they didn't care. See, our government didn't care. See, our government ain't Americans no more. They don't even care. They knew what that money was going to. They seen it. They seen John Doe, Day Doe. My mama's been dead 16 years. They seen all that. And they didn't care because they're not Americans. They're not Americans. And what happened? American people sat on the thumb. That's what they did. They sat on the thumb. See, God makes a way, but He's up to you to do it. He's not going to go tinkle, 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 poof, there it is. He's not going to do that. But He'll make a way. And it's up to you to get off your lazy self and do something. American people, you can't blame anybody else. You can't blame anybody else. It's your fault. It's your government's fault. It's Americans' fault. Because they settled. They throw their hands up and say, take them. I don't care. Just leave me alone. Let me do my crack. Let me do my meth. Let me do my heroin. That's where American people is. Let me get my heroin. Let me get my fentanyl. I don't care. Take my daughter, take my wife, take my kids. I don't care. You know, when this stimulus check come out, just about all the orphanages got empty. People went back and got the kids because they knew they could get a check for them. But what happened to the kids? I see it every day. I see it every day. Our justice system, our welfare system is failing. It's failed. I see it every day. Little kids out here ain't got nothing. But the people are drunk because they're getting that stimulus check for the kids. I got people in my rental properties the same way. Kids don't get nothing. But now everybody gets a new car or more alcohol or more weed or whatever. That's the truth. It's the truth. And you know, they know that. The welfare system knows that. They know that. They don't care. You know why? Hey, I went into one of my rental properties and I kicked them out for drugs. This was a few years back. And this nurse walked out of there. Blood running down her arm when she just went in there and shot up. And bringing them free samples to them to sell. I seen it. I said, what the world? Oh, I gave blood. Wired. Yeah, okay, gave blood. All of y'all get out of my place. You know what they did? They took me to court. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, I seen a boy over here get stopped by a deputy. He flying down the road on a four-wheeler doing probably 55 miles an hour. He got pulled. You know what he did? Pat him on the back and told him go ahead. He just got on it and took off again. As long as they can rat and squeal like a pig, it's all good. As long as they can squeal like a pig, it don't matter if it's the truth or not. Just gives them something to do. Keep them off the black man, keep them off the Mexican, keep them off the that gone minority, and put him on a white man. See, that's the problem. I don't see no color. Y'all got to wake up. Because, I mean, it's just done got ridiculous. It ain't getting, it's done got. You know, all this racist crap, like I said before, Black Lives Matters, that's the biggest racist group there is. What happened to them with all that ripping off the funding? What happened to them? Nothing. Nothing. What happened to NAACP? Ripping off the funding. Ripping off the funding. Nothing. Nothing. What happened to these camel jockeys that come over here and get these stores and they get caught for food stamp fraud? What happens to them? Nothing. Nothing. Don't do it again. You know. Go ahead. Here you go. Remember, there was an American man on the one in town, and he got caught for that. You know what they did? You can imagine, can't you? You can imagine. The man ain't got nothing. He took everything he had. Everything. They said because he was buying it with illegal money. So they took his house, his cars, everything. They took it all. Because he was an American. He was an American. But yet they can come over here, rob, cheat, and kill, and walk home, and we'll send them back home. Because you got that diplomatic immunity. You know, I think it's yeah, we need a revolution. We need something. And it's going to be, because Jesus, when he comes back, it's going to be a revolution. Because you know what he says, what the Bible says? When he comes back, it's going to be like a roaring lion. When he left here, he was like a sheep led to slaughter. But when he comes back, oh, Lord, have mercy on you. Foolish ones. Foolish ones. This is true American. Always true American. You don't like it, come and see me.